Assalamu alaikum and ni hao. At the very outset, allow me to reaffirm that Pakistan and China are not just partners. We are iron brothers, bound by trust, sacrifice, and a shared destiny. Our relationship is unique in the world, immune to changes in governments or shifting winds of geopolitics, and grounded in the hearts of our people. Pakistan holds in the highest esteem the visionary leadership of President Xi Jinping. We deeply appreciate and wholeheartedly support his historic initiatives, the Belt and Road Initiative, the Global Development Initiative, the Global Security Initiative, and the Global Civilization Initiative. Together, these provide a powerful framework to build a fairer, more peaceful, and more inclusive world order. For Pakistan, they are not abstract ideas, but living realities, embodied most tangibly in our flagship partnership with the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. It is therefore my profound honor to co-chair the 11th JCC meeting out of the 14 that have been held so far. Having had the privilege of co-chairing most of these meetings, I have personally witnessed CPEC's evolution from an idea on paper into a monumental reality. This continuity reflects the depth of our strategic partnership and seriousness with which both sides have nurtured CPEC into the flagship of Belt and Road Initiative. Allow me to extend my sincere gratitude to the NDRC and other Chinese ministries and departments for their unwavering commitment, without which this historic journey would not have been possible. Excellency, the achievements of Phase 1 are remarkable and transformative. In energy security, 17 major projects with capacity of over 8,000 megawatts, worth nearly $18 billion, ended crippling power shortages in Pakistan. It helped Pakistan harness thermal potential and diversified our energy mix into hydropower and renewables, touching the lives of the millions of Pakistanis. Under connectivity, more than 888 kilometers of modern highways now bind regions into a single economic space. I sincerely thank the Chinese leadership for confirming 85% financing for the Tha-Kot-Rai Port, a realignment of KKH. Since sections of the current road will be submerged after dam completion, this alignment must be completed by 2028. We propose initiating the bidding process immediately while the financing agreement is finalized. Under railways, ML1 modernization, the main line of Pakistan from Karachi to Peshawar, is 150 years old railway system. Its modernization is vital. We propose a blended financing model, the Multan-Rodi section through Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank and the Karachi-Rodi section through Asian Development Bank to accelerate its implementation. Gwadar has, from a quiet fishing town, emerged as Pakistan's and CPEC's maritime gateway. With Chinese grant and support, it now has an airport, hospital, vocational center, desalination plant, and solar facilities. The next step is to market Gwadar as a regional logistics hub serving Central Asia and Gulf, with Costco playing a leading role. Recently, I visited Costco headquarters in Shanghai and had very good discussion with the senior management of Costco to contribute towards building Gwadar as a regional hub. I urge early approval of Gwadar East Bay Expressway Phase 2 to link the airport with the seaport. That will contribute towards Gwadar's development. Excellency, these are not merely projects. They are milestones of trust, confidence, and shared progress. But Excellency, foundations alone do not build a house. Phase 2 must raise the edifice of high quality, inclusive and sustainable growth, aligned with Udan Pakistan's 5 E's framework and President Xi's 5 corridors of CPAC 2.0. The roadmap for a people-centric future must revolve around following 3. 1, youth at the core of transformation. Nearly 60% of Pakistan's population is under 30 years. We propose 10,000 PhD joint scholarships in AI, engineering, and emerging sciences at China's top 50 universities over the next 10 years to build the critical human resource base for knowledge-driven growth of Pakistan, and to also borrow China's innovation, research-based innovation ecosystem into Pakistan. In parallel, vocational training programs, youth innovation centers, and internships in Chinese enterprises should prepare young Pakistanis to lead in advanced technologies, industry, and green growth. 2, people in the lead. The livelihood corridor must directly benefit farmers, workers, women, and small entrepreneurs. We propose piloting China's successful poverty elevation model in one of the poorest districts of each province and region to create a showcase or a model of success. We also seek to replicate China's rural-urban linkages through e-commerce, agri-logistics, and digital platforms, connecting small producers directly to markets in both countries. 3, exports as engine of growth. Despite China's US $2 trillion import annually, Pakistan's exports to China remain barely $3 billion. So we seek under CPAC, Pakistan may be given same market access as it is available to ASEAN countries, so that we have the same tariff for Pakistani products as ASEAN countries have. That will help us to promote exports to China. 2, model export-oriented special economic zones and Karachi and Islamabad must be developed on G2G basis as it was agreed between Prime Minister Lee and Prime Minister Sharif in Islamabad in the previous SCO summit. We seek the same level of market access for Pakistani products, as I said, in China, as ASEAN countries enjoy. The single step would be transformative. Every corridor of CPAC Phase 2 must be linked to measurable export growth targets for Pakistan, because this is Pakistan's weakest link in economy, and we wish to learn from China in this sector, and as they say, give your brother not the fish, but help your brother learn how to catch a fish. So we would like to learn how to export more from China. For 5 corridors of CPEC 2.0, I will like to propose under growth corridor, as I said, we develop 2 model SEZs as benchmarks, prioritize industrial relocation from China in textiles, engineering, electronics, pharmaceuticals, and electric vehicles to take advantage of low cost of production in Pakistan. Establish a Pakistan-China Industrial Relocation Fund to de-risk investors and accelerate foreign direct investment. Under Innovation Corridor, launch Pakistan-China Digital Silk Road Program with investment in 5G, fiber optics, and data centers. Establish joint artificial intelligence and quantum computing labs under the CPAC Science and Technology Working Group. Create a CPAC Future Skills Program in IT, robotics, fintech, and biotech. Also, speed up establishment of Space Center in Pakistan as our cooperation has entered aerospace domain. Under Green Corridor, establish a joint working group on water and climate resilience to help Pakistan frame its national strategy to meet the threat and challenge of climate change. Expand cooperation in renewable energy manufacturing, enabling Pakistan to reach 60% clean energy by 2030. Pilot climate smart agriculture and electric mobility projects. Under 4th Livelihood Corridor, modernize agriculture with hybrid seeds, drip irrigation, livestock development, and agro-processing zones. Build cold chain logistics and storage facilities to reduce post-harvest losses, and launch Pakistan-China Rural Development pilots modeled on China's poverty alleviation success. Under Regional Connectivity Corridor, expedite Karakoram alignment and ML1 modernization, build the Chagi, Mashkhel, Panjgur, Gwadar mining corridor, linking mineral wealth to Gwadar, which will add to commercialization of Gwadar port. Develop integrated border markets and facilitation zones at Punjab, Turkham, and Gwadar. Expand the cross-border fiber optic backbone, making Pakistan a digital hub in the region. Initiate work on agreed feasibilities for Mirpur-Muzaffarabad Expressway, Karachi-Hyderabad Motorway, and Babu Sar Tunnel. Establish a Pakistan, China, Afghanistan, Central Asia connectivity group to plan multimodal transport integration for future. Gilgit-Baltistan is gateway of CPEC. Gilgit-Baltistan faces daily energy shortages of 18 to 20 hours. A 300 megawatt solar project for Gilgit-Baltistan will be a game changer, transforming the local economy and improving livelihoods. Excellency, Phase 2 must pivot from G to G to B2B cooperation, from government to business cooperation. The recent Pakistan-China Investment Conference with 800 firms signed MOUs worth $8.5 billion shows the vast potential of private enterprise. We urge facilitation for Chinese companies to establish footprint in Pakistan and to make investment in Pakistan and to get green signal from Chinese side to go to Pakistan. To provide clear direction for CPEC Phase 2, I propose that we publish an updated CPEC long-term plan within 45 days, building on the excellent NDRC workshop in which experts from both countries participated for aligning Udan Pakistan's 5 E's with the 5 corridors of CPEC 2.0. Pakistan has already submitted its inputs. Excellency, in the end, let me reaffirm unequivocally, Pakistan attaches the highest priority to the safety and security of Chinese personnel and projects. Peace and stability remain the bedrock of our partnership, and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is personally committed to overseeing the security of Chinese personnel in Pakistan. As we deliberate today, let us ensure that CPEC Phase 2 is remembered not just as a corridor of power plants and highways, but as a corridor of hope, innovation, opportunity, and shared prosperity. With youth as innovators, people as stakeholders, and exports as the driver of growth, CPEC will help transform Pakistan's economy and realize our shared dream of connectivity, prosperity, and community of shared future for mankind as envisioned by President Xi Jinping. Long live Pakistan-China friendship.